Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a get ready with me. I just felt like turning the camera on this morning and filming myself to get ready. I'm just getting ready for my day. I'm going to visit my grandma today and we'll probably be outside a little bit. And it's a little bit of a drive, so I just wanted to do kind of a simple makeup look, but I also wanted to use all drugstore and affordable products. So everything in this video is from the drugstore. Most everything you can get at Walmart or like a Rite Aid, and I'm actually going to tell you the prices as I talk through the makeup tutorial, just because I want to show you how affordable this look is. A lot of times on my channel I use high-end makeup, but in reality I use my drugstore makeup on a day-to-day basis just as much. And so I didn't just want to use cheap products in this video. I wanted to use products that I think are actually really good and products that I have used for a long time. Like some of the products in this video have been staples in my makeup collection for so long. So I just wanted to show you some good affordable products and also film myself getting ready. So I'm going to show you this makeup look, which is all from the drugstore, and I'm going to show you how I did my hair today, which is basically just straightened and teased, but I filmed that as well since this is a get ready with me. I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get into it. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and get started. First, I'm just using my simple cleansing water, and I'm going to take that on a cotton ball and just run that all over my face to get any oils or leftover makeup off. Next, I'm going in with my Physicians Formula Super BB Cream, and this is in the shade Light, and I'm just going to dot that all over my face and then blend it out with a beauty sponge. This sponge is from Precision Beauty, and I normally find these at Marshall's or TJ Maxx, and you can find them at other outlet stores as well. But if you can't find this, you could use the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge as well. I'd planned on initially telling the prices of all of these in the video, but I thought that might get a little bit confusing. So if you're interested in how much these items cost, just check the description box below and I will have them all listed. Next, I'm going to take my Hard Candy Glamoflauge Concealer, and mine's in the shade Medium, and I'm just going to put that on any of the acne scars that I have that are showing through, since we did just use a BB cream and not a full coverage foundation. And then I'm just going to blend that out with that same sponge. Next, I'm taking my Salon Perfect Brow Pomade and the brush that comes with it, and this is a super affordable set, and this is really taking the place of my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. I use the color Dark Brown, and I'm just filling in my eyebrows as per usual, and I'll link my video down below that's more in depth and kind of just shows how I do it, but since it takes a little while, I'm kind of just speeding through this part. Now I'm going to use my e.l.f. eyeshadow primer, which is super affordable and something that I always come back to just because it does the job well and it's cheap. So I'm just putting that all over my eyelids and then blending that in. Next, I'm using my Maybelline Color Tattoo in Bad to the Bronze, and as you can see, this thing has been loved. I've used it to death. I just love the color of it, and it's super easy to use. So I'm just putting that all over my eyelid, and I'm not going to bring that up too high. I'm just going to keep the product on my eyelid and then blend it up into the crease a little bit without applying any extra product. Next, I'm using my Walking on Eggshells Trio from WetNWild, and these are so affordable but really good quality, and I always love this one because it's a super easy look. So I'm taking this e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. This is called the C brush, and these are $3 a piece, so really affordable and really good quality. And I'm going to use that bronze color in the Walking on Eggshell palette and just put that all over where we put that Maybelline Color Tattoo. Then I'm going to use the e.l.f. contour brush, and this is just a smaller rounded eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to take the same bronze color, but I'm going to drag it up into the crease and give my eye more of a rounded shape instead of just keeping it on the eyelid. I want to drag it up a little bit more, and since this brush is a little bit smaller, it's going to be more precise. So I'm just buffing that in circular motions up into my crease. And then I'm going to take that same C-shaped eyeshadow brush since it's a little bit bigger, and I'm just going to blend over that. And then of course I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. Next I'm going to take that same brush again, and I'm going to go into the light pearl color, and I'm going to put that right up underneath my eyebrow to highlight my brow bone. You'll see that I'm using the same brushes for a lot of different things in this tutorial just because I wanted to show you how minimal you can keep your products and still get a really pretty makeup look. So I'm just using 2 brushes for all of the eye makeup, and I think that's pretty good. I think it turns out really well. So then I go in with that smaller brush again, and I'm going to use that same pearl shade and just put that on the inner corner of my eye just to brighten that area up a little bit. Now I'm going to use my Revlon Colorstay liquid liner pen, and I was just thinking I would show another option. This is the Covergirl Ink It eyeliner in black. If you're more of a pencil eyeliner person, I really recommend that one, but I just like liquid liner. So I'm going to take that, and you'll see that I'm doing a really thin line on my upper eyelash line, and I'm not bringing that into the inner corner all the way. I'm just doing it about 2/3 of the way in on my eye. So I'm just lining that as thin as possible, and with this eyeliner pen you can actually just lay it down and get a pretty good line. You don't have to use the point, and I think that makes it a lot easier. I'm going to be extending that out a little ways. I wouldn't call it a wing because I'm not doing it very much. You'll see how small it is, but I think it just helps to make your eyes look a little bit bigger. So I'm just flicking the edge of that out a little bit, which you wouldn't have to do if you didn't want to. But it's just a simple step that I think makes it look a little bit prettier. You'll see how small that is. It's not really a wing. It's just extending it past my regular eyelash line a little bit. Next I'm going to take a pointed Q-tip and just dip that in a little makeup remover and just clean up that little line a little bit. It's a really easy way to get to look a little more precise. Now I'm using my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser Concealer. That's a mouthful. I think mine's in the shade Light, and this is a concealer I use basically every day, no matter if I'm using my high-end products or not. And I'm just putting that underneath my eyes, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my chin, and my cupid's bow, as always, and blending that out with my beauty sponge. Next I'm going to take my e.l.f. blush brush, and I'm just going to use a little bit of my Rimmel London Stay Matte Translucent Powder and set underneath my eye area so that the concealer doesn't crease, and when I put mascara on it won't transfer down there. I'm also going to go in with the e.l.f. complexion brush, which is a little bit bigger powder brush, and I'm going to dust that powder all over my face to set that BB cream. I put a little more powder on than normal since I knew I was going to be outside today. I just wanted to keep my makeup from sliding off, but you wouldn't have to powder as much if you don't have oily skin or if you're not planning to be out in the heat. And right there, I just put my hand over the camera. I just realized that I was trying to get it to focus. It looked like it was out of focus. Now I'm using my favorite bronzer ever, Drugstore high-end. I love this bronzer. It's the NYC Bronzer in Sunny, and I'm using that same brush and just going to dust that where I would normally contour. I heard rumors that they're discontinuing this bronzer. I don't know if that's true or not. I really hope not, but I went and bought 2 of them. It was the last 2 that my Walmart had, so if you see one, I would definitely recommend picking it up because they're pretty cheap and it's a really, really good bronzer. It's a matte bronzer, so it's easy to work with and it looks pretty natural. I'm just dusting that up around my hairline, and then I'm also going to put that in the hollows of my cheeks, along my jawline, and down the sides of my nose. And if you want a more precise application with this complexion brush, you can always just pinch in the sides instead of having to pick up another brush. This is probably the most versatile brush that I have, just because even though it is a little bit larger, it's kind of an oblong shape, so you can still get into the hollows of your cheeks and areas like that. So I'm just going to dust that down my neck and on my jawline, just to make sure that my face matches my neck. Then, like I said, I'm just going to pinch that and go into my bronzer to contour my nose a little bit. Now I'm using this Mellow wine blush from WetNWild. Again, super affordable, and you'll see how pigmented this is. It's one of my favorite shades. It's like a peachy color. I'm using that same brush that we set the under eye area with, and just going to tap that on the outer part of my cheeks. It's a very pigmented blush for what you pay for it. You actually have to be careful not to put on too much because it's just really good quality. Then I just use that complexion brush to blend it all out. Now I'm using this e.l.f. baked blush, and I think it's called Pinkalicious or Pinktastic or something like that. And I'm going to use the same brush we use for the blush, and I'm going to use that to highlight. And this is definitely one of my favorite highlighters. I've been using it a lot lately, actually. I've been reaching for it over my Becca highlighter. It's just really pretty, and it's really good on light skin tones because it still shows up. Now I'm going back in with the Walking on Eggshells palette and the smaller of the 2 eye brushes, and I'm just going to drag that along my lower eyelash line and smoke that out a little bit. Then I'm going to use my favorite drugstore mascara, and this is the Maybelline the Falsies Flared, and I'm just using it in the shade Black, and I'm going to apply that to both my upper and my lower lashes. One of my favorite things about this mascara is that no matter how many coats I do on my lashes, it never seems to flake or smudge. It's really a great mascara from the drugstore. Then I'm using my e.l.f. eyebrow gel, and this is just the clear one. I think they actually do have colored ones now. I'm not for sure, but this one is super affordable, and I swear I always have one in my collection. I'm using this NYC Lipliner, and it's just in a brown color. I think it's called Nude something. I'm not sure. I'll write the exact name of it down below. And I'm just going to outline my lips and then fill them in a little bit, not all the way towards the middle, but I'm just going to fill it in a little bit more than just a line because I want to have like a gradient effect. You'll see that I'm filling them in a little bit, but just not all the way. Then I'm going to use my favorite lipstick ever. Like, you'll see how I've never used a lipstick this much ever. This is the Revlon Super Lustrous Lipstick in Mink. And you can see I've literally used this to death. It is such a good color for me. I just love a brown lipstick, and this one's really easy to pull off. So I'm going to use that in an well, that's a tongue twister. An Ultra brand Butter Balm lip gloss in the shade Rapunzel. And although you can't get this at Walmart or like a drugstore, you can order these on ULTA.com, and right now they actually have them for $3 a piece. They're normally $7, which still isn't too expensive, but right now all of ULTA brand lip products are on sale for $3, so I would go check that out. This is just a nice peachy shade, and I think it kind of makes it look a little more summery. Now that the makeup's done, we're going to go ahead and get into the hair. And I'm just taking my hair down because I always have it pinned back, like away from my face when I do my makeup. So I'm just going to take that down and then attempt to brush it out. I'm on second day hair, so it's pretty clean. And I'm just going to brush it and put a little bit of tease in it and go. I'm not really going to do too much with it today. I always pin the top layer of my hair back and then straighten the pieces of hair around my ears, just because those are the only pieces of my hair that always have like kinks and curls in them. So I just like pin that top layer back and then straighten that part because it really bothers me for some reason. Like you'll see that crease right there. I just can't stand it. I have to always straighten that part. So I just clip my hair back and straighten those pieces. And I'm not a big fan of like straightening all of my hair just because I have pretty straight hair. So I'm just going to section it off and tease it a little bit. I take a section, tease, and then kind of smooth out the top and spray it with some hairspray. I'm using the Tresemme. I think this is the Hold 4. I don't think it's a super hold. But I'm just going to go ahead and section that off and just use like probably an inch thick sections. Like I don't do it super precise. I just tease it, spray it, tease it, spray it, and then I'll smooth it out in a little bit. I always run my straightener just over my layers. I don't just go through and do like every piece of hair, but I do have layers through my hair, so I just try to angle them in around my face a little bit. Then I'll do the same with the other side, just section the top part off and tease and smooth it out, and then I'll tease the other sections pretty messy. I don't really smooth those. I just kind of tease them and spray them. That looks great. I should just leave it like that. But I am going to straighten those layers as well. I have more layers on that side because that's the side of my head that I have more hair on, since I do part it on the side. So it's always like flipping every which way, so I just try to get those to be a little bit more tame. And then I'll tease just the crown of my head a little bit to blend it all together. Then I just kind of shake it out so that it doesn't look too unnatural. And then I'm going to go through and just smooth the top part of it all. Then I do my bangs and I just kind of curl them backwards, and you'll see how they're laying there. I like to do that because it gives them a little bit of extra body, and then I'll just pull them forward and spray them how I want them to lay. And that's really it for my hair. Super simple. Get ready with me. I don't know, I just felt like showing the hair. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was super affordable. I'll have all the products linked down below. I think this is just a really good look for summertime because it's pretty easy and it's nice and bronzy. And it's all from the drugstore. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye.